In this video, Guatemala's DPI ID card. It's Guatemala's all-in-one ID, a game changer for residents, expats, and citizens alike. Whether you're a retiree settling in Lake Atitlan, or a digital nomad in Guatemala City, or maybe you have ancestry from Guatemala and you're getting Guatemala citizenship by descent and you're curious about the DPI as well, that's what we're going to get into in this video, breaking down everything you need to know about getting and using the DPI in Guatemala step by step with all the practical information. And by the way, DPI stands for Documento Personal de Identificación, personal identification document. Cool. So the DPI, introduced in 2009 under Decree 90, is Guatemala's official personal identification document, replacing the outdated Cédula de Vencida, which was prone to forgery and wear. It's a public, personal, and non-transferable polycarbonate card embedded with a chip, storing biometric and biographical data, making it secure and nearly impossible to falsify. Every Guatemalan and domiciled foreigner over 18, registered with the Registro Nacional de las Personas, or RENAP, has the right and obligation to get one. The DPI is your key to all civil, administrative, and legal acts. Think voting, buying property, opening bank accounts, renting a car, getting a driver's license. You'll need the DPI. It includes a 13-digit Código Único de Identificación, or CUI, assigned at birth and unchanged until death, ensuring lifelong traceability. 13-digit code. With over 14 million DPIs issued by 2025, it's the cornerstone of Guatemala's identity system. Let's walk through how to get it, why it matters, and how to use it effectively. So first, who needs a DPI? If you're a Guatemalan citizen or domiciled foreigner, meaning you have temporary or permanent residency, you must carry a DPI for all legal transactions, per Article 52 of the RENAP law. For citizens, it's mandatory at 18 and optional for 17-year-olds, issued on their birthday. Domiciled foreigners, like expats with residency, need it to access services, vote in local elections if eligible, and comply with immigration rules. For example, a Canadian retiree with permanent residency in Guatemala must get a DPI to buy a home or to open a bank account. The DPI is also critical for Guatemalan adoptees abroad who retain citizenship and need it to vote in elections. Posts on Twitter even highlight its importance with, there's a handle at RENAPGT, which is the RENAP Guatemala page, and they urge citizens to renew expired DPIs to stay compliant. Pro tip, if you're a non-domiciled tourist or you're on a tourist visa, you don't need a DPI, but residents must carry it pretty much at all times to avoid fines. So how do you get a DPI? The process is straightforward, managed by RENAP at over 340 offices nationwide or select consulates abroad. For your first DPI, you need a valid birth certificate issued by RENAP within the last 6 months and proof of payment. Domiciled foreigners must show their residency permit and passport. You'll provide your phone number, address, and email for notifications. For renewals or replacements due to loss, theft, or damage, bring your payment receipt. If your biometrics or date have changed, RENAP will update them. Minors over 60 are exempt from some fees, and those over 70 get a DPI with indefinite validity. You can apply in person or online via RENAP's electronic services, but the online applications require a DPI with over 3 years validity. So you can renew online, but you need to do it in person to get the first one. Processing takes 30 business days, extended for remote areas, with delivery confirmed by text or email. Here's a funny one. So there was a post on Twitter by RENAP noting that 116,000 DPIs await pickup, especially in Guatemala City. So quick tip, book an appointment at a RENAP office or consulate early to avoid delays, and check your DPI's expiry date on the back. So what documents do you need? For Guatemalans, a recent RENAP birth certificate will suffice for the first DPI. Foreigners need an apostille birth certificate, passport, residency permit. For renewals, only the payment receipt is required unless updating biometrics. If replacing a lost or damaged DPI, report the issue to RENAP to prevent misuse. Consulates in the US with RENAP services can issue birth certificates and DPIs, streamlining the process for adoptees or expats. For example, the New York consulate requires a birth certificate with proof of address, like a utility bill. All applicants must provide biometric data like fingerprints and facial scans for verification, ensuring the DPI security, per RENAP's 30-plus anti-fraud features like rainbow printing and optical ink. Pro tip, ensure your birth certificate is a newer copy, as older ones may be rejected, and keep digital copies of all the documents. So why is the DPI so important? Well, it's the only document recognized by the Guatemalan state for identification per Decree 90, used for everything from voting to property transactions. It enables access to services like electricity, water, cable, and is required for professional licensing, inheritance claims, or travel within Central America. For residents, it's your ticket to banking, healthcare, and legal protections. For instance, opening a bank account or registering a vehicle requires a DPI. It also ensures voting rights, with the Tribunal Supremo Electoral requiring it for elections, as seen in the 2023 presidential race. For foreigners with residency, it's proof of legal status, per Consortium Legal's 2022 residency regulations, and it unlocks rights like acquiring goods or opening businesses. The DPI's smart chip with biometric data makes it a secure tool, reducing identity fraud compared to the old cedula, per RENAP's 2019 report. So quick tip, always carry your DPI on you, as police or officials may request it at checkpoints or during transactions, and make sure you have a copy backed up online in case you lose the physical card. You have a photo of it, you have a scan of it. Recent updates and regulations enhance the DPI's role. In 2023, Guatemala joined the 50 in 5 campaign, committing to expand digital public infrastructure within 5 years, working with the UN. This aims to strengthen digital ID, payments, and data exchange, closing the digital divide where 15% of Guatemalans lack documentation. Okay, so this is a problem even for Guatemalans in Guatemala. You know, they have a large indigenous population, and for many reasons, there are undocumented people in Guatemala, even people who were born in Guatemala, and they just don't have their documents up to date. So this is part of the push to get everybody's documents up to date in the country. So some pitfalls to avoid are making and missing appointments, RENAP slots, fill fast, which delays your application. This is why we recommend a facilitator to help you with the entire process. They'll make the appointments, they'll translate the documents, they'll get all your documents in the right order, the way the Guatemalan government likes to see things. So if you're looking for someone to handle your Guatemala residency or citizenship case, MyLatinLife can help. There's a link in the description where you can book a call with us, and we can answer all your burning questions and get the process started. Back to some pitfalls to avoid. Make sure your name is consistent across all your documents. Okay. Another pitfall is ignoring expiry dates. An expired DPI might block legal transactions. Another tip is be sure to report your DPI. Like we talked about, a lost DPI is a big deal, and unreported losses risk identity theft. Okay. So you can check your DPI status online on the RENAP portal to stay compliant. So some more practical tips: use RENAP's online services for renewals if your DPI has enough validity, saving a trip. Visit a consulate with RENAP facilities like Los Angeles for faster service abroad. Keep a copy of your DPI, your passport, your CUI number in case of loss. If combining with residency, submit your DPI application alongside your residency file at Migración. Okay. And when you come and go to Guatemala, you can enter with your foreign passport, if you're American, Canadian, whatever, as well as your DPI card to show that you're a resident. And you might want to show that in all four CA4 countries. So that's the complete guide for getting and using your DPI in Guatemala, from securing your ID to unlocking daily life. These steps will make you ready to thrive. Our top takeaway is apply early, keep your documents current and up to date, and carry your DPI everywhere to stay legal. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your favorite Guatemala spot or DPI questions or stories about trámites in Guatemala. Remember to book a call if you need help, and we'll see you in the next video.